Hi, so welcome back to Module 4. This is called How to Build a Winning Mindset. Now, why is that important? Because in this industry, you need to teach yourself the skills on how to be resilient, how to respond to situations that happen, and to build a deep sense of wanting to move forward even when you have challenges. So before we get into the module, let me leave you with 4 tips that have really helped me to build this to be a huge organization in a very short period of time. Number 1, start and always have a positive attitude. Lots of things will come across your path which you don't agree with, which you find difficult, which could be a challenge. But if you are determined to always stay positive, I promise you, you will be 10 steps ahead of everyone else. Number 2, always have a sense of I will rather than I'll try. The reason for that is simply that your brain will only move forward subconsciously on what you feed it. And so if you will constantly replace I'll try with I will, you will have momentum like you have never seen before. So when I say to somebody, you need to come to training on Tuesday night, and they say, okay, Shrami, I'll try. I say, no, actually, I don't want you to try. I want you to be there. Because when you use the words I'll try, it allows you automatically an excuse or a reason to not do the thing that you really need to get done. So just by replacing I'll try with I will give you a sense of focus and determination to achieve all of your goals. Number 3, when somebody says no to you, and I promise you they will, don't see that as a rejection. Rather, see it as the opportunity to build resilience, which is something you will need a lot of as you keep going on this journey. And number 4, most importantly, have fun. This business is all about learning and growing in a fun environment, which allows you to earn an income. We are already doing other things. You might be doing another job, you might be running another business, you might be raising children. And these are all challenging things that we have to do. So if this business is not fun for you, then you need to stop and ask yourself, am I doing it right? Or this is something I need to change. So those are 4 tips I will start off with, because I think it'll make a big difference on how you manage to have a winning mindset. Okay, so this is module 4. And I'm just going to take you through what the journey in ACN is going to look like and why it's important to plug into as much of the training that is available to you, which will help you to develop the skills of resilience, determination, focus, and moving forward. When you get started in the business, you will be excited, as we all are with anything new that we start. So there's a sense of excitement, of high energy, and then you might share the information with somebody and they tell you that it's wrong, it's a pyramid scheme, it's a scam, it won't work. And this is very normal because people around you who love you want to protect you. And so they will immediately tell you all the things that can go wrong to protect you from making a mistake. This is very, very normal. But when this happens, it's so important that you reconnect with your leader or come to training or bring these questions to the person that invited you to ACN. It's so important you do this. Do not sit at home and worry about this, because we can help you, because we have been through the same journey and built very successful businesses. So this journey of going up and down is going to happen, particularly in the first 60 to 90 days of doing ACN, until you find that you are having success and helping other people. So it is very normal. Every single one of us that has started ACN has gone through this roller coaster of emotions. Now, it's important to remember a very critical factor in ACN. We are here to sort people out. We offer the opportunity. We show them everything that the business can do for them, but then they choose. And our job is to simply sort out, would you like to join the business or would you like to be a customer? Now, if someone says, I would like to be a customer, please do not convince them. Do not try and convince them about joining the business. They have made a choice. It's as simple as when you board an airline and you're about to take off, and then the stewardess will come and say, we're about to serve tea and coffee. When they serve you a beverage, they will say, would you like tea or coffee? And if you choose coffee, they are not going to convince you to have tea, because they are professionals and we are the same. So when we offer the business and we ask somebody, would you like to earn money or save money? And they say, I can't do this as a business. I'm happy to be a customer. Please remember to not try and convince them. Be professional, listen to them, sort them, and move on. Make sure that you give them their very best customer service if they choose to be a customer. And it's good to remember that if they say no now, that's not no forever. So follow up with them every 3 months, every 6 months, and just ask the question, just checking if your circumstances have changed. Would you reconsider? Would you like to take a look at ACN again? And that way they are grateful that you are keeping in touch with them and keeping them in mind, but also grateful that you're not trying to convince them to do something they don't want to do. This is so important. It builds our reputation and it makes people feel comfortable in referring you to other people. So how do you build a winning mindset that doesn't get crushed or disappointed when people say no? The most important thing is to go back and consider why you joined ACN. All the way back in module 1, remember I said to you, write down your vision, write down the goal. What is it that you want to achieve through this business? Now, if you keep that front and center of your mind and you remind yourself that people with half your talent, people who barely speak English, people who have no education, no background in marketing, no experience in energy and telecommunications, no knowledge of the direct selling industry. People like that have become senior vice presidents and are currently running multi-million-dollar businesses all over the world. And if they can do it, you can do it. You just have to focus on why you're doing it and just follow the system. So what is the ACN system? It's very, very simple. Step number 1, you start with your personal home meeting or Zoom meeting where you will invite a lot of people to come and take a look at the ACN opportunity. From that meeting, let's say you have 8 people in that meeting or on that call. 1 to 2 will get started as business partners with you in ACN. The other 6 will become your customers. Now, your job is to help those brand new people to plug into the system. So make sure you bring your new business partners to training every single Tuesday. And we have training either at Kingsgrove or at Blacktown. Make sure they plug into that system and they're getting the training. Then we have a virtual Zoom call on Monday nights at 8 p.m. to teach you the system and to teach you how to acquire customers and to give you some product training. So once again, very important that you plug into that training on Monday night. We then have regional events, which is across New South Wales, where we come together as a much bigger group to show you how the business works and to introduce you to some key senior leaders who will be doing some training for you. And finally, we have big Elevate events, which is an ACN organized event, usually something like an international convention. And our next one is probably going to be in March 2024. So really important that you plug into these trainings. And if you really want to build a huge organization in the shortest time possible, follow the system. Now, I use an example of McDonald's. McDonald's does not produce the tastiest or the healthiest hamburgers on the planet. And yet they are recognized as the most successful hospitality chain in the world. Why? Because they have a simple system. McDonald's is run by teenagers. And yet because they follow the system, this has become the #1 global company that has achieved that position in the hospitality industry. They are a multi-billion-dollar company simply because they follow the same system in every single country, in every single town, in every single McDonald's restaurant or cafe. ACN is no different. We have the same system in 27 countries, spoken in 27 different languages, because it works. If you want to have success in ACN, you need to follow this simple system. So make sure that you plug into all of the training that is available to you if you want to have success. ACN training is not something that you will come to one time and understand it and move on. You need to train weekly, just like any other business or any other corporate event. You need to make sure that you're understanding all of the information. And every time people train, they will tell you their story. So it's really important that you plug into the Monday 8 p.m. weekly training call, or if you have a guest, bring them onto the 7 p.m. Zoom. And then we have Tuesday nights face-to-face events in New South Wales. We also have training in Victoria, Queensland, and Perth, which you can find out about from your leaders. And then we have Friday night leadership. Now, if you want to move to the next level, build a big organization and have hundreds and hundreds of business partners in your team, you need to learn what leadership is all about, how to encourage people. And at this point, I would like to say to you that the ACN system is not just about you building a business. In fact, the ACN system is not about just you at all. And if you take the focus off yourself and think for a moment about the hundreds of people out there who are really doing it tough and who would love to learn about how they can earn some extra money, that's when you really stop looking inwards and start looking outwards to say, who can I help? Who can I reach out to? Who can I impact? Because if I run $1 million business, there are so many people that I can reach out to help, and I can teach them to simply follow the system and have huge success as well. My name is Shrimi Van Rossum. I'm the Regional Vice President for Team Empower in the ASEAN Asia Pacific region. It has been an absolute joy for me to bring you these 4 getting started modules. I wish you every success in ASEAN. Please reach out to one of us or a senior leader in the team that can help you to have success as we have had. So have a lot of fun, and I'll see you in the training room. Take care.